Today is January the 26th, 2019, and this is a video it wasn't planned, but something has come back from my past and I have to address it. Some of you probably already know about it. Um, Even though I don't have a large following now, I think that those of you that bless me with your time, your comments, and your likes deserve to hear from me um, what actually happened. So I have an I have different emotions about this. One of them is anger, and because I don't want to come off angry in a negative way in the video, what I'm going to do is while I discuss this, I'm going to play some cheesy. For those of you that don't know, Cheesy is a game that we play in SL. It's similar to the board game in real life, which is Parcheesi. So I think if I'm kind of focusing on that and just speaking, it'll keep me at a good level to talk about this so that everyone understands where I'm coming from. So if you would like to hear more about what I'm going to address from my past, stay tuned. I'm going to switch my camera around so you guys can see the board. Okay, everyone, we are here, and what you see before you is my cheesy table. You're going to see Emuna's hand pop in and out because she's sitting on a chair, and I have her animation thingy still on. So there's a menu on this table. There are different ways that you can play it. I'm playing with the bots. There are some games in SL that you can play where there are bots and they are run through scripts. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and start the game. And basically, if you're not familiar with Cheesy or Parcheesi in real life, whatever color you are, the object of the game is to get your little men here, you have 4, is to get them around the board and back into your home spot. So that's what we're going to be doing while I discuss the topic for this video. So press start here and see the little bot guys. There's a red, yellow, and a blue one, and I'm green. So keep in mind that I'm green. We're green. We're in this together. So basically what happened, me talking over this might not be the best thing. You need 5 to get out, and the little men can hit you too, so be mindful of that. But I may really lose because I'm focused more on talking to you guys, but it's okay. I don't mind. So I did expect, because I've had a Facebook page for a while for my Second Life avatar, which is Emuna, and I've been very vocal about certain things, and when people don't share your views, or maybe they tried to date you or you dated somebody they did, whatever the reason, people do cowardly things, like they create other accounts to address you instead of coming to you directly, or they don't want people to like you, or whatever the reason, they want a negative response out of what they're doing. So what basically happened is, I think that when you comment under somebody's video, I think if you have a notification bell on, when other people comment, you get a notification through your email, or that little notification on top of your Facebook page that someone has left a comment. So from what I can tell, this comment was there a couple of days. I do know that there was something going on with YouTube to where some of the videos were not showing, and certain notifications weren't going off. So trust me, if I had seen that comment when it was first made, I would have gotten rid of it and I would have blocked the person, because I'm not going to get in the habit of removing comments that are in disagreeing with me, as long as the person is respectful. But what this person stated was a lie, and it it was based upon something that I said, but they took it totally out of context. And I'm not going to deal with that, and I'm not going to allow you guys to have to deal with that. Here's what was said. Basically, they said that you pretend that you are a harmonious person, but you stated that you do not like white men and you will never date a white man. So that's what the comment was, which was totally a lie. I do not know where I said this. I've done some podcasts. I've done some SL shows in my 12 years of being on SL, and the topic of dating always comes up. And now that we're in a time where, it's legal to date outside of your race, that pops up too, because people want to know your views on it, or however you feel about it, they want to know. So the topic of interracial dating came up, and it could be on my Facebook page. I could have been a show I did, I don't know, but I think this person was digging for something, and they took the first thing they saw and they ran with it, and they really didn't listen to everything that was said. When it comes to interracial dating in my real life and also in SL, I have absolutely no problem with it. I think that the people that we are made to love will come in all different shades. I have no problem with it. What I did state was that I do not see myself in an interracial relationship. And I'm going to give you 2 reasons why. And, then to go on to say this, the universe has a way of letting you know that, it has other plans for you. And being a genuine person, you admit like, hey, I thought this, but this came up, and, I'm going to go with it. So I'll explain that too. When it comes to my real life, I have gone out on dates with men that are white. What has happened, and this is just with me, what has happened is, I don't know if it's them trying really hard for me to understand that they have a preference for black women, which there's nothing wrong with that. When we date, it's all about preference. But they end up not being themselves, and almost kind of taking on stereotypical personas, if I can say that. They start using slang and things that I don't even say, and that bothers me, because I want you to be yourself. I don't need you to pretend like you're some rapper, or you are aware of certain terms that are used, or you're aware that black women get their hair done or do this and that. I don't need to know that. I want to get to know you. So when you do that, it makes me think that you're not genuine, and I don't particularly care for that. The other thing that has come up, and that what I just said has happened to me in SL too. The other thing that comes up is that it's a sexual thing. I'm not here to be your fantasy. Some white men that I have met feel like before they settle down, they want to experience a black woman one time. We're not options. So if you have no desire in going any further with me, then just don't approach me at all. You also have to understand that I'm at an age, and I love my age because I look great for my age. Come April, I'll be 48. So a lot of things that I would maybe accept at a younger age, I don't do that anymore. So, I need you to be upfront and just be upfront. So I am not your fantasy. So that's another reason why I didn't see myself um, dating white men, because I've gone out on dates with other men that are not white, and I don't have that issue. And that's just me personally, not saying all white men are like this, but this has just been what's been happening to me. And it could be just the area that I'm in. I don't know what it is. The one thing that differs between SL and in my real life when it comes to dating white men is that I've experienced where the white men that I've dated feel like it's okay for them to speak ill of black men, and that's not going to happen. I'm the mother of a black man. I have a brother. I have nephews. I had a father who passed away not too long ago. I have uncles. I have black men that I love and I cherish. You cannot say that to me. And the other thing that I've had to happen is that these men have thought that they knew my experience. They knew, they would say to me, "Oh, you shouldn't be upset about that because that's not what that meant," or "You're being too sensitive," whatever. You don't know my walk as a black woman, so don't ever tell me how I should feel. Don't tell me what racism is like in America when you don't live in America, because that would be like me saying, and I've been reading this, like people that identify as furries in real life, I mean Second Life, it could be real life too, they feel like there are certain ways they are treated. Who am I to say that that's not true? I I don't, that's not my lifestyle in Second Life or in real life. So all I can do is listen. And when I see things, I read it because I want to make sure I'm not one of those people that's making anyone feel uncomfortable or unwanted. So that's what you can do for me. If we get on the subject, or you read an article, or you watch some video and you want to discuss it with me, like you want to know more about it, I have no problem discussing it with you and giving you my take. But what you cannot do is to tell me how I should feel and what's right and what's happening when you're not in my body. I don't care if you wear a black skin in Second Life, you will never understand what we go through. So all that you are required to do is to listen if you choose to, and just say, be empathize. That's all. So the comment that was made about me not liking white guys is totally false. It's a lie. It was taken out of context. So I also made a comment about how the universe will show us that it has different plans for us, because recently an organization that I am part of due to my career, we have branched out and we're not now global. And we've had some meetings where we've met with some people. We've met with some people from the Netherlands, from Latin America, and also from some Asian areas. So as you guys know, well, my daughter, she's better than me. We cook a lot of Asian cuisine at my house. My daughter's better than I am. So I brought in, what did I have? I had some ramen. And a gentleman that was in our location for an event saw it and asked me where I got it from. And I said, "Oh, we made this at home." So he looked at me and he goes, and to me, it was so genuine. He was like, "Now, what do you know about authentic ramen?" And it started from there. And let me tell you something. This guy was totally himself. He was Asian, and I tell you this, if he lived where I lived, like, I would have no problem dating him at all. So although the way that I felt that and I guess I didn't say that it was interracial dating so much. I can't, if you guys can find where I said this on my Facebook's wide open, or if it was on a podcast that I was in. I mean, I'll watch it or listen to it or read it, whatever it was, and own up to, if I said specifically white man or if I said interracial. But this guy that I met, he was just such an awesome person. We do email back and forth, but the distance is just too much. So yeah, if he lived local, trust me, I would be so open to it. So yeah, so that's what that was about. And I apologize to everyone that saw that comment, and maybe you guys were waiting for me to respond. I just did not see it. And then when I did, I was like, oh my goodness, this isn't starting now. Not yet. I mean, I don't have a large following. So yeah, that's what that is. It was definitely false and taken out of context. That's not what I said. So is anyone winning? Oh, see, I'm so focused on you guys that I didn't even know who was winning. Let's see. So yellow's about to get back in their little home thing, and I have one over here and I have two down at the bottom. So red's not doing well at all. So, and I have no way to stop yellow from going in. Usually, you guys know, you try to block them off. I will tell you this, like, this game cheats. I think it senses when you're at certain places and it causes the dice to roll a certain way. That's just me. I love this game though. I want to play it with everybody that I know. And but yeah, I think that to make it more interesting, the developer made it to where, if they sense you close, they will do things to stop you. Because I've had it to where some of these little guys on here, they will bypass another color to get to me, and it just doesn't make any sense. So they also, the different colors, they play differently. So I would love to like talk to the scripter. So who won? Yellow won. Okay. So I would love to like have a talk with the scripter of this game to find out if that's true, but he probably wouldn't tell me because then that would give away his secret. All right, everybody, enjoy your day. And I am working on the other video that I plan to release, but I had to address this issue because I think you guys are so worth it. So have a good day. Be good to each other. Make sure everybody's being good to you. Yes, being good to you because you deserve that.